Hey everyone, in this video, we're going to look at how a few missed shots led to the Clippers losing on Monday. Sometimes just missing good quality looks is just something that we just kind of want to look at after a while, especially in a loss, when there's really nothing else to look at. So we're going to look at some good quality misses by the Clippers from Monday. Here, as Paul George posts up at the elbow, Reggie Jackson's going to be flexing out to the wing. Defender's going to dig down. That's Hernan Gomez. George hits Jackson, who's going to ball fake to the corner, which is where man is. This allows Jackson to drive into the middle of the defense, and as we can notice, George is stepping out like Jackson did before him to the wing. Jackson finds him. This is a supremely wide open three. Paul George misses this. This was kind of the story of the night in this loss for the Clippers, and man, what a loss. The player on the team who probably missed the best looks was Marcus Morris Sr. This isn't just a slam on him. It's a fact. It is what it is. George comes up on the zipper cut, pinned down by Zubac, receives the ball from Jackson. They're going to flow into a pick and roll. Zubac is just straight up going to slip and roll here. What does that do? It's going to draw Zion over as the low man. Well, when Zion comes over as the low man, look for Morris to be open in the corner. George is going to kick it to Jackson on the wing, swing to Morris. Wide open shot for Marcus. One of the best corner three-point shooters in the league this season, but he misses this one. Patrick Patterson also gets involved in pick and pop action. Here he's going to set a dummy screen against Kyra Lewis Jr. He's going to flow off of that. Cousins is going to run over to set a little flare screen, which is also going to give Patterson a little bit more space to operate if the defender decided to try to get back. Patterson goes up. This is a wide open look. He misses this. Just that kind of night all night for the Clippers. The Clippers have been one of the best corner three-point shooting teams in the league all season, if not the best. They're obviously on pace to set records with their three-point shooting this season as well. So to see them miss these kind of looks, it can happen from game to game. Double high screen being set for Rondo by Patterson and Cousins. As Rondo comes down, we're going to notice he's going to end up driving against the Pelicans set defense. As he gets to the middle of the floor, the defender's going to come over is Lonzo. When Lonzo comes over, that's going to leave Batum open in the corner. Rondo's going to find him. Batum is wide open. This is a high quality look. It ends up in a miss, and these are the type of possessions the Clippers had all evening against the Pelicans. This is actually a really nifty play design, and process matters more than results, which is why the missed shots aren't that big of a deal in a game like this. High screen being set by Cousins, but watch what happens when he rolls. Batum's going to cut across, Cousins rolls down. Cousins is going to seal against Zion. By doing this draws Zion to have to be the low man and rim protector, which means Patterson is free to move up the wing and be available for a shot. Jackson hits Patterson. Patterson goes up, supremely wide open. He misses, but this is good process despite the miss here. Wide open threes are the name of the game in this era of the NBA. You want to be able to get them, but you also have to push the ball up the floor to get them. Reggie Jackson does that. He's going to evade several defenders here, gets out of trouble against this little trap on the wing, and we're going to flow into a screen and roll with Cousins. As Cousins comes over to reset the screen on the other side and sets it, Jackson's going to do a great job to get to the middle of the floor. And by getting to the middle of the floor here, this draws Zion as the low man to come up and help, which means what? Patterson's open in the corner. Patterson's going to get the ball from Jackson. This is a wide open look. Patterson misses. Clippers were just 9 of 29, 31% on wide open three-pointers in this game. Among the Clippers who struggled, add Paul George's name to this list. He's going to receive a screen from Zubac here as he comes near the elbow. It's going to free up George to get the ball. Now what the Clippers like to do is let George operate. George and Kawhi Leonard, when Kawhi does play, he's been out for the last couple games, likes to let them operate in the mid-post. George is going to bump against Lonzo. He's going to step back into a jumper that has plenty of room given to him. This is not contested. If he knocks this down, it's a 12-point game. He misses. Zubac fights for the rebound. Back taps right to George, who steps into yet another wide open shot, this time a three. If he hits this, the lead's down to 11 and the Clippers give themselves a chance. You really can't fault the Clippers for getting these looks. These are good looks. Morris comes over to set a screen, but Jackson's going to turn the screen down and go down the side. As he does, that's going to draw Bledsoe over as the defender, which means what? That means that Morris is going to be open on the kick back to the wing. Jackson hits Morris. Morris goes into his jumper. This is a great look. He misses. It would have cut the deficit down to 8, but it happens. All right, it's the final possession. Clippers are down 12. Could cut it to 9 with a made 3. Zubac comes up to set his screen. He's actually going to slip this. He will instead become the short roll decision maker as he makes this catch. He also will be reading that Zion's coming over as the low man, which will leave Morris open in the corner. Zubas takes one dribble, pass, hits Morris. Morris is going to be open, gets a high-quality look, but he misses. This was the Clippers all night. It's okay. It happens. One loss is not the end of the world.